All right, I'm going to give you some updates as I play the video, so just pay attention, listen for your name as we go through this. You really have to be in your spot to start that. More on the head roll. Right here, Aries, you're opening your arms to the front. They need to open to the side. So right back over here, you need to fix that. Rifle toss is not at the same level. I don't know what happened with Tara there. Okay, I'm going to pause it here. All of the flags starting, you're not starting together, and then you're anticipating that it's going to be faster than it is, and look at all the different angles that we have going on right here. I'm going to rewind it back just so you can see, again, starting. So look at the different rotations. I'm watching this side right here. You start off okay together, but then once we start to do the J toss, we're releasing at different points and our rotations are different. So then we're catching at different points and it's not together. Go back and take a look. We're still heavy. Look at how heavy we are on the 7-8. Deborah, watch yourself here. Just heavy. You two are also too close to each other. Look at you cut your planes right there. Has to go in your toaster and to the side. We're off on our footers. We're not accenting the right beats. Right here, I need more personality from the rifles. Big smiles. Watch that push back. We're at different angles there. Angelina, look at where your body is. You have to be to the front. Right there, when we caught, go back and look at how you caught. Marsha, there was no effort from you. Watch. How is our body supposed to be when we catch? That's not clean. So all those drop spin spin part has to be together. Look at this line over here as you're coming together. Madison, maybe back some more. Not enough push on the crank toss. Look at our different heights on the crank toss. Look. Lexi didn't even release. You're off right here. Adam, we're off here. Torchetes are off. Look at the left line over here. We're still not together. Look at where you're stepping out, Kayla. You're stepping out of the line, which is making it even worse. Right here, Madison and Tiana were together. Everybody else was off over here. Did you stop at your 6? Thank you, front group, for doing that. Look at the different angles back here. Look at the different angles. All right here. This is the last thing that they're going to see. Look at your body alignment. Look at your pointed toes. Are they pointed? Is your leg straight? All those different things right here. We are all at different angles. Right here, this angle is almost straight up and down. This one's tangled. This one I can see a bent leg. So Kaylee, I can see your bent leg here. Marsha, you're not in that either. Now coming forward, this group in the front, you need to make sure that you're running together. If you're up here putting it down, you need to make sure that you're lifted. Everyone has to go all the way down and go down together. That needs to be sharper to come up. to start dancing. Can't touch anything else. You need to be using your palms right here, all the way up on your toes. Take long strides, Madison. You're running like we're on track. Long strides, all of you coming in. This whole part should be big smiles. Larger granchite, Bridget. Not turning the right way. Gael, you need to extend your legs more. You're not actually doing the drags. That's still sloppy lines 1 and 2. We need to fix that. You really have to get off the ground. That looks sloppy. You have to lift. Arms have to be fully extended. You can't be pushing into the ground. So you have to be lifting up and jumping, pointing your toes. Do not move from this whole diva part until your counts. Your hands should be at the center of your body. Remember, we talked about that. They're not down at your side. So Marsha did that. Madison did that. Over here, who just got down like that and picked up their equipment? Watch. Angelina, you bent straight over and just picked up your equipment. Everybody has to go down all the way. That includes the Sabres who did the same thing. Right here, arms are different. This is what I'm talking about, Marsha, on my notes. Some have their arms extended up there and some have it low, like you. Right here, Brooke, you're scooting too close to Keith. You need to be more towards the 40. I'd like to add some body work in for the first group of flags, the 7 of you or 8 of you that go out. Madison, you actually have to do the granchite. So like I said, travel and follow Jasmine and then go to your spot. Jasmine, watch your planes here as you keep going. You just cut that one. Go back and watch yourself. Up, has to go all the way to the other side. Over, has to finish. You're cutting it. So that's what I'm talking about, cutting your planes. Lexi, you have to know where you're going and what you're doing. This is a constant error that you make every single performance. That section right there. Devin, slow down some. Kaylee, watch your timing. Check your body. Your legs are out too far. They should be behind you. Your silk should be directly flat. So Jasmine, it's not at an angle here. It's flat. Everybody should have it at their belly. So Tiana, yours was too high. Dancers, I want to add something in here because it's just too distracting and you guys are just walking. So I'd like to add something in here for the 16 counts. We really have to clean up this silk 45 so that's actually a 45. Jenny Grace, you're off. Big time. And you're right there almost on the 50. You have got to get that together. Streamer's not too bad, just some minor timing issues in how you're ending. So make sure that you're all ending the same. Make sure that you're all ending the same and that your body looks exactly the same as well. So don't just discount it. If you get tangled up, you got to figure out how to get back into it. Some of my notes that I didn't address in the video. So that opening section of flags, you have to count. You're not counting, and that J toss is off. Ginny Grace, you're off on the timing there. Lexi, you were off on your drop spin, speed spin section. That left side of the line, when we all come to that one, whatever, it's the 20 or whatever, we have got to get that together because my eyes go there every single time. So you have got to make sure that everybody is counting. And Kayla H, I don't think you're counting at all in the show. Deborah, you still need to push more on your one-handed 45. Torch Tay in the back line was off. I don't know what happened there. Grace, you have to get your one-handed 45. You're still parallel and it's not angled. You have to fix that. Into the dance, Morgan, I need you to shift to the yard line to put your pink flag down so that Trinity can get in the middle. So I think you need to go to the 40 or the 30. I can't remember. You have to present front group coming off. So that means roll your shoulders back, all those returning flags. You're just looking down and going where you're, looking at where you need to go. You need to present and look at the audience. Brooke, don't do the layback until they're on the ground. So we need to kind of clean that up Thursday. Don't move from the diva. Okay, for the swing flags, Angelina, you have to bend down to get your equipment. That means your butt goes all the way to the ground. You cannot bend over. I know there were other people, but you were right there on that 30, and I saw it. Jasmine, you're cutting your planes. I addressed that in the video. Deborah, you're also cutting your planes, so you need to go through and look. Kaylee, short Kaylee, timing issues. You need to make sure that you're watching everybody else around you. I'd like to add lower body work for the swing flag pods that come out first. Sabers, the lean back on the rondajon, your arm heights are different. So Marsha, I called that out in the video. Brooke, watch your spacing. You get too close to Keith. Jasmine, you need to get some help because you're unsure of the work once you get to the sideline. Jasmine, also you need to shift over in the circle for the last toss, so more towards the yard line. Madison, you need to push out of the circle. And then everyone must go all the way down to get your next piece of equipment. That was for everybody on the Sabers. Too much frantic and you have time there, so you need to go all the way down. At the end, dancers, I said we're going to add something in the beginning, some type of ripple. We just need to distract the judges from what's going on around you, everybody moving. Check spacing on the front. We start to get really crowded between Brooke and Jasmine and Madison, and Keith has all this space. So I think we need to shift down and just check that spacing in the line. When we get onto the flags, Ginny, you have to know it and you have to get your timing together. Otherwise, you stick out really bad standing in the back there. Silk 45 toss for all. We need to make sure that it's angled and not flat. So they're going out now at least, but we need to make sure that they're angled. J toss timing at the end. Some of us are going too fast and then we're rushing into the last part. So we need to make sure that's clarified and everybody has to wave so that we're all at the same height. Streamers, like I said, minor issues in the timing, just make some of your moves a little bit bigger, and especially the ending. Try to make sure if your pole is supposed to be straight up and down, it's straight up and down. Some of you had it angled, so we need to clean up that part. There's still a lot of minor things. It's not major things now, but if we're not counting, it becomes a major thing because then the next person next to you hears a different count than what it's supposed to be. So we really have to focus on counting and making sure we're making the corrections that your captains and myself have told you.